All right. If you need new dessert ideas for your family, I'm just putting this on the table at my house, but if you need new dessert ideas for the family or a party, we have two great recipes today. Ann Cox Eastis is here from Kroger. And Ann, we always love it when you're with us today. All right, we are making a banana split dessert.
Right. And what I've done, I took 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs and a stick of butter melted, and I mixed it all up and pressed it in the bottom and baked it at 350 for about 15 minutes. That kind of sets it so when I cut this dessert, it kind of comes out easily. Okay, now I'm going to let you kind of just put that around there, and then I'll spread it for you. Then I'll spread it for you, okay? It's almost the consistency of marshmallow. The whole thing goes in. It's a package and a half of cream cheese, and I use the light cream cheese, and a whole 8-ounce container of the light whipped topping, frozen whipped topping, which is thawed. And look at it, the consistency to me is like marshmallow cream.
It really is.
And see, I used a real stick of butter in the bottom, but I tried to take some of the calories out with the light cream cheese and whipped topping. So I'm going to spread this over. It won't be quite as neat as it would be in your kitchen, but but it'll get the job done. Oh, well, I actually got some on there, didn't I? We're going to put on top of that.
That was me, but I'll take
That's okay. We're going to put, I've got a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple drained. I'm going to let you kind of sprinkle that on top of there.
Alrighty.
And what I did, I saved that pineapple juice, Leland. Yeah. And when I sliced my bananas up, I put it in that pineapple juice to keep them from turning so quickly. Because it's much more appealing when you start out with your dessert and you cut into it, instead of seeing some brown bananas, to see some pretty yellow bananas.
Exactly.
And so, okay, now let's go that. Why don't you take that same spoon and put that on there?
Put the bananas in, all right.
Bananas in. Just spread them out a little bit.
Just spread them out a bit?
Yeah, spread them out a little bit.
All righty.
Okay, and then I'm going to put another 8-ounce container of light whipped topping on. I just kind of go down the center and kind of get it across there, so then I can just kind of spread it out. And then we're going to top that with chopped toasted pecans. I like to toast them because I think it brings out the flavor better. And about a ½ cup of maraschino cherries, which I drained them on paper towels so they wouldn't kind of weep into my topping. And then we're also going to drizzle some chocolate syrup on there. And I thought I would let you do all the decorations.
Do I get to do that job?
You do. You can do all the decorating on top. But this you can make ahead of time. You do need to keep it refrigerated. But I thought this was something different for the summer that's a little decadent, but it's certainly tasty. And I did test it on the family.
Like that?
Yeah, all over the top, just all over the top. I tested this with the family, and they gave it an A approval.
Okay, good, good. And as you said, just especially with the heat, this would be a really good one to have.
Yes, it would. I said it serves 8 to 10 people, depending on how big. If you've got a really big meal, you probably want smaller servings because it is very rich and filling. Sprinkle your cherries on top.
All right, and while I finish doing this, if you will, tell me about the cookies over there.
Sure, the cookies are my favorite chocolate chip recipe, chip cookie recipe. It's got part butter and part butter flavored shortening in it. And I added a 6-ounce package of dried cherries to be something a little bit different. For our 4th of July, we think of a lot of cherries around the 4th of July. It's something a little different. You could use dried cranberries. You could use 12 ounces of chocolate chips if you wanted to instead of the dried cherries, or you could use pecans too. So it's a real versatile recipe, but that's my favorite. And I like the soft cookies, so I only bake them 8 to 10 minutes at 375. If you want a crisp cookie, then bake it about 10 to 12 minutes.
All right. I was going to do some weather designs here, but this is recipe number 5381 online right now in the Talk of the Town recipe pages at newschannel5.com. As always, Ann, we love it when you're with us. Thank you.